short to the revenge story that Keyblades Unite is trying to draw. Because yet again, Kyle, we're possibly looking at another salty run back if Keyblades Unite wins this BO3.
Yeah, this should be definitely a very interesting game. Obviously, we saw them play a little bit, a little bit earlier, right? We saw them play a little bit earlier.
Yeah. No, they were our first match on the broadcast.
Yeah, that was that'll be good if we could see that. But they're gonna have, if Keyblades wants to take that run back, it's going to be through no title. And looking at the bans overall, we got Leafy on Buzzwall ban. Looked like we were gearing up towards banning this Hoopa, and that's exactly what happens here.
Yeah, Blastoiseon still on the ban list, unfortunately. I don't want to call it, but man, how broken is Crustle? I'm just gonna wish it into oblivion at the moment. Because I feel like oh nope. Thank you, Turds. Thank you, Turds, for proving me wrong. God bless. There from the side of no title.
Yeah, absolutely. I still agree. I think Crustle is broken. And my proof is that I'm good on Crustle. And if I'm good on Crustle and I can make it look good, it's broken. That's my that's like my level of how good is a Pokemon. If I could perform well on it, anybody can. But here we go. Silent Red might be grabbing that Crustle, even though that the first defender is taken.
Yeah, I actually really think that this is a super interesting position to lock in this Lapras here from Keyblades Unite, locking that Espeon early in as well. No titles, DPS has the pick of the litter when it comes to finding some counterplay in Keyblades Unite's draft, but it's going to be really difficult to find some sort of answer because Keyblades Unite really could pick anything for this fifth pick if this Garchomp does get locked.
It does. It absolutely gets locked. Is that Garchomp? And wow, this should be very interesting. We saw a couple of Garchomps earlier today in the War on Thea. I've seen some here and there in the competitive scene, and if they get online, it is a force to be reckoned with because those livid outrages, and then just like the quickness that those basic attacks can just absolutely hit you. And if you have something that traps you in, like a Eldegoss slow or any sort of CC, that could spell danger real quick.
Yeah, and the side of no title, unless Pirate King does go for that fire spin moveset, really doesn't have anything to be really worried about. Crustle probably going to be looking for that X-Scissor as well, but Mari doesn't really have a lot of CC that they're going to need to pop that full heal for. So I feel like they're going to be able to maximize, and if they can get into that back line, when the Rock Tomb does go up, you're not locked in here with Mari, or you're not locking up Mari, you're locked in here with Mari. So I really do feel like that this Garchomp could absolutely put out a lot of pressure.
Mm-hmm. And then on top of it, you have Decidueye that's just going to be able to free throw some of those arrows from the backline because there's not really a ton of range that can reach as far as that Desi reaches on the side of no title. But taking a look here, no respect. So Dr. Smash taking Elvis Press Tree to that top lane. Look at that Hollow Air. That's a good Hollow Air right there.
That's such a good Hollow Air. Easily top 3 Hollow Air in the game, in my professional opinion as a caster. But going into game here, no title, looking to crush Keyblade's salty run back dreams at the moment. And Keyblades Unite, all they got to do is win this BO3, and they're up against V1 yet again, trying to stop V1 from locking down a perfect tournament here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Candle is going to be taking this Decidueye to the jungle. Top lane, we do have this Gibble trying to maybe take some of that farm. And not only that, but they're actually going to be pushing even farther to no respect. Might just keep those basic attacks, keeping those stacks up, and go is that little Gibble with those little red paws of it. And they might even be able to maybe take some of the farm, but nice on Smash to be able to save that secure, saving their abilities to grab it.
Yeah, and Mari is playing very close to danger, but is able to get away before the Braixen can come to reinforce the top side. Rowlet looking for still for level 5, but isn't unfortunately able to find it. A Baltoy did get left up in pursuit, but possibly off this little bit of catch-up XP if they let them secure that. They are going to evolve from that Rowlet to that Dartrix, and it's going to be a little bit of a slap fest here in this top side, Kyle.
Yeah, and we have 2 evolves going on right now in no respect. Dr. Smash going to get taken down by that red buffed owl. And not only that, but Mari is going to be getting another KO, or actually it's Dartrix that gets the KO, but Mari does a great job pushing them in. And am I seeing this right? Are we seeing a Leaf Tornado Eldegoss in the year 2024?
We are, and honestly, I'm all down for it. It's really just going to enable this Garchomp to absolutely press forward, and they're going to need every ounce of movement speed to get into the back line of this Lampent and this Braixen, especially when they evolve in the later game. I really do appreciate it, and honestly, there's not a lot of dive on the side of no title, so they'll still be able to provide healing like a natural support should.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's still pretty good. I think Eldegoss is one of those Pokemon that offers a lot of different ways to play it, and you're seeing one right now. They're using those basic attacks to slow down no respect, and they're going to get KO'd by that Decidueye, who is now ticked into level 8. Mr. Turtles, though, grabbing another stack in this top path, but trading that stack they are, but Decidueye and Eldegoss are able to get some stacks of their own. And not only that, but it looks like this Garchomp's going to try to chase this Blissey through the jungle. Not even going to try. They're going to be able to get on away.
Yeah, Mr. Turts is buff right there of grabbing attention. Doesn't seem to work there on Mari. Call that a hypnosis miss right there, because Turts was able to not really pull Keyblades Unite away. And things are pretty even, but Keyblades Unite Candle does have access to the knock arrow and could possibly open up here on no title, because they're definitely burning this Regice. And yes, they do, Kyle.
Yeah, there's that knock like you said, and they're going to get a secure. It is actually going to go over to the side of the Crustle, because that Decidueye did not have the Spirit Shackle on over. But here we go. Phantom Forest knocks up a majority of the side of Keyblades and helps get a KO. 2 members down, and third is going to be this Lapras, and Smash is heating up with a 2 KO streak, and they're not done. I think they were looking to maybe push this tier 1 goal, and we have the Fanciful Fireworks down to help zone and do exactly that. Big engage for no title, but they do pay for it with the KO on that Trevenant.
Yeah, no title, no respect there. Huge 1v4 from Smash, and finding some KOs out on their own. They do unfortunately go down, so they possibly just baton pass that XP back a little bit towards Keyblades Unite. The Garchomp is finally on a line, and now that the Espeon is level 8 after coming back from that trip to the Pokemon Center, level 9 now as well, they will have access to that Psychic Solaire. So it's going to be interesting to see how they use it, considering there is no dive on no title team composition. So it's really going to be interesting to see how they do, but they might enable it right now, because that's a lot of Unites being dropped. Fanciful Fireworks on multiple members of Keyblades Unite. Knock opens up to no teammates around, being locked across the Rock Tomb. You might as well have nailed those arrows to your own grave right there. No title taking absolute control of this mid game.
Yeah, that was absolutely massive. Crustle just absorbing a majority of those arrows from that Unite move and giving them some time, giving them some space by breaking that tier 1 goal. And that's exactly what they do. They now also grab this Regieleki from this map, and that's going to push in towards their tier 1, and expert Rock Tomb there traps them in that little bush right there. 4 members are going to try to defend it, although Mari on this Garchomp is going to be able to shred it if they do so choose. But Phantom Forest knocks up the side of Keyblades Unite, and we have a huge engaged Psychic Solaire helps KO that Regieleki from going in, and we have trades going on back and forth, left and right. 3 members, though, down for no title. So they may have gotten their hands caught in the cookie jar there, Ribbon.
Yeah, absolutely. Keyblade Unite finding a critical Psychic Solaire to really shut down that push from no title, allows Marigold plenty of catch-up XP, and both them and Candle have access to that level 11. Those plus upgrades are really huge for that point in the game. It doesn't look like they're going to stop with the aggression. Marigold on 1 HP in a dream, making this livid outrage possibly a nightmare for No Title. They're still diving, still living. It's going to require the fanciful fireworks to finally shut them down, but Knock Knock is here, and there is people around because Candle's absolutely making it rain at the moment, locking out that Blissey, but the Lapras does go down in pursuit. So KO's being traded from both sides, and honestly, it's looking pretty even, all things considered.
Yeah, this Pirate King has taken a page out of Locke's book with that Flame Charge Mystical Fire build, doing a ton of damage, doing great job using those fanciful fireworks to zone their goal, keep it protected. But we have another, big arrows from Decidueye, Candy XX on the double KO, and they're gonna try to grip and rip this Registeel. It's just this Blissey to maybe get a cheeky steal. Are they able to? The Egg Bomb is a little bit short, a little bit early, and they're gonna have to back up because, big KO by that Espeon on that Blissey.
Yeah, I don't think Keyblades Unite has the resources to continue that push, so they will back away here. No Title still plenty and healthily ahead in the lead with both tier 1s missing from Keyblades Unite, but Freery might have something to say about that, but Turts does drop the Egg Bomb like the base, and Smash is here for Pursuit to help them really bring that Eldegoss back, and No Title's really controlling the point tempo at the moment, and they look like they might be sending this Regieleki in as well to really keep the pressure on.
Yeah, I think they're absolutely okay with this. It looks like Crustle might be getting caught out of position because there are 3 members here chasing it, and they do get KO'd by the Decidueye with that Spirit Shackle. Looks like Keyblades is going to be able to take this tier 1 goal and maybe chunk into the lead of No Title, and they absolutely do that. Only a 3-point lead, and that's going to put a little bit of pressure. Mari is going to be able to make quick work of this Regieleki. No, they're going to let it walk on in because they do not want them to open up this fight and let this Rayquaza get ripped immediately.
Yeah, No Title really did, possibly I don't think really has any way to grip and rip unless this Chandelure absolutely commits. Marigold is able to get back, but I don't think that Keyblade Unite know the score was so close, and that letting in that Regieleki actually gave them up the lead. So No Title really just can sit back on their laurels and relax. Garchomp has really going to need a big engage, but Rubble Rouser is burned early to protect Silent. The Cotton Crash does go a little bit high, possibly with the fight possibly starting right there. Nice arrow from Candle to really dissuade this engage, and it's still looking like a little bit of chicken at the moment.
Oh no, and Smash almost gets caught and picked up and thrown down by that Garchomp Dragon combo. We have all the fight breaking out. We have so many Unites being burned to call exactly what's going on, but 2 members of No Title are down in the blink of an eye, and we have 1. It's just the Lapras that goes down. Make it 3 because Delphox also going down. Trading that is the Espeon, but we have this Rayquaza that is going to try to get ripped here by this Decidueye, is met by the Phantom Forest and a Pain Split from No Respect, and they're going to try to chase them on out and stall this fight out as long as possible, Ribbon.
Yeah, and the Rayquaza does reset, but Candle, unfortunately, being outmatched by a different Candle all its own. Plenty of rip being taken here by this Rayquaza, and in the blink of an eye, it's already gone. Keyblades Unite locking down that Rayquaza, and these Hundo Burgers are going to be freshly flipped as they get the pressure in here. Those scores are going to be nice and big. Huge plays there from Keyblades Unite to find a really big point to break that tier 1, close out the point advantage, and then especially around that Rayquaza. Call Kenny Loggins, like you say, Kyle, because multiple members of No Title right there were locked in the danger zone thanks to that Psychic Solaire from that Espeon. And even though the fanciful fireworks was returned in suit, it unfortunately wasn't enough to either knock down Marigold or the Blissey right there. So Keyblades Unite ends up coming out with the win right there.
567, 208 is your final. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed this too, but at the end fight there, it looked like Mr. Turtles and Fate were kind of entering in from the top side, but instead of going into that Ray fight, they just stayed at the top goal instead of looking for the Decidueye, who was just full ripping. I think they were thinking that maybe Keyblades was going to go for a score to give them the lead, but instead They did what Decidueyes do and just and just gripped it and ripped it, and that's exactly what they did. So unfortunately, Chandelure was not able to get in and maybe go for a cheeky steal of that objective.
Yeah, and even locked out, unfortunately, they don't have the flamethrower, so they would have to rely on one wave of that overheat to steal that Regieleki away. Honestly, no title, no respect given to Keyblades Unite's ripping potential there with that Garchomp and that Decidueye. They really just closed that Rayquaza, gripped it, and ripped it.
Absolutely. I'm gonna grab. It looks like they are switching sides. So I'm going to quickly switch the screen. Keyblades Unite.
Yeah, and bans out of paper are still going to stay on this Glaceon and this Leafeon, so I don't think either team is going to be switching up their ban strategy at the moment. And honestly, it's just looking like another run back here for the side of no title, because Keyblades Unite just really just found a kind of a golden opportunity to rip that Rayquaza, and no title trying to make a read on what Keyblades Unite was trying to do, but unfortunately, like Rayquaza itself, sometimes games of Pokemon Unite come down to a flip, and no title tried to flip on what Keyblades Unite was trying to do there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it looks like we're just waiting for teams to just kind of switch, unless Mari wants to play on no title for this match. We do a little bit of swipping. Just kidding. I don't think that they're actually going to do that. Game one going over to Keyblades. They're one step closer from coming back for that. Like you said, the salty run back against version 1. This should be a really good match. Because no title is no slump, no scrubs of themselves. Looks like we're gonna get maybe a Leafeon paper ban on the side of Leafy, or on the side of Keyblades.
Yep. Oh, and actually, they do switch up the ban, bringing out the Buzzwole as well to the out of game table. So possibly, maybe a little bit of an adjustment. No title is trying to make here, because no title has no options. They need to win this game, and they really need to make something happen here.
Absolutely. Blastoise is gearing up for that first in-game ban on the side of Keyblades, and that's exactly what they're going to lock in. No hesitation, no title Bane's Glaceon.
Yeah, I really think keeping this Glaceon off the map is going to be especially important, but I feel like you should be looking to really limit what Marigold, the star of Keyblades Unite, can do, and maybe possibly get Candle off of Decidueye. I don't know. We saw that really go into effect, especially super effective when V1 2-0'd Keyblades Unite earlier in banning that Decidueye both games. So it'll be interesting to see what Keyblade Unite first picks here. And man, how broken.
Yeah, it's like a broken record at this point. Crustle is the broken record. We keep seeing it first pick time and time again, or second pick, or either way. Crustle seems like to be one of those premier defenders. A lot of teams putting priority on it. Silent Red and Mr. Turtle's going to be grabbing their defender in that Snorlax, potentially Blissey also grabbing off the board, and that's exactly what they're going to be able to do. That's a nice one. And ooh, are we going to see a Slowbro here, Ribbon?
Yeah, we are. Very interesting pickup there for Keyblades Unite to really bring the Slowbro out. I feel like they'll be able to really maximize the utility that Slowbro can bring, while picking more special attackers along this Espeon to take advantage of the Surf. Meanwhile, dissuading any sort of dive that no title could bring to the table. They are picking this Mew here to balance things out, but no respect, locking in the Scissor Scyther combo at the moment, and we'll see what that goes into when it comes to the game. But Candle X once again finding the Decidueye.
Yeah, Candle X not going to be playing Candle, going to be playing Desi. But
Pirate King Greninja, Pirate King Greninja. This is a red alert right now. Anybody in the scene at the moment knows that when Pirate King brings out this this Greninja, all bets are off. All hats are on the table. We are all in right now. Backs against the wall. No title is looking to swing.
Absolutely, and no one can see it. Maybe not no one, but people can't see it. But in the team chat, even Mari is saying, "Let's fucking go," because we're gonna have a match here. This should be very interesting. Final preps are coming in, and this should be fun. I always love seeing Greninja because it's definitely one of those Pokemon that are feast or famine. But in the right hands, it's mostly feasting.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Pirate King is one of the Greninjas that we talk about in the myths and legends of Pokemon and their one-trick compatriots in their trainers. So it's really just immediately all eyes are going to be on Pirate King to see how far they take this Greninja pick.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see Fate on this Mew. I just love watching a good Mew player play. It's just the tech of knowing when to switch the moves, getting all the secures, helping the team, whether it's like with coaching or the Mystical Mirage. I mean, there's just so many little intricacies of Mew. So it's always super fun to see. Ooh, but are we going to be able to see maybe Silent Red going for this jungle invade here?
Double invade right now, really looking to shut Candles down. I so love this play right here from No Title, trying to shut down this Decidueye early. It's really going to call some reinforcements, but Candle somehow finds the secure throughout the Snorlax and the Pound as well. It's going to be shut down really quick, but that's so much time that No Title has bought for their laners. Mew already finding a few secures, and this Greninja is level 5 and taking advantage on top side. Wow, what a response there from Keyblades Unite to shut down that double invade.
Not only double invade, it might have been it could have been a lot worse there. They did send the reinforcements, so they did send Crustle in to kind of help stop it. So really good heads-up play by Keyblades to kind of stop any potential bleeding. But we have 850 birds on the map. Mr. Turtles on that Blissey might be going down. That's exactly what's happened. Desi able to grab a KO. Crustle, little baby Dwebble able to grab another one, and they are fully on the map and evolved. They're going to start heading towards this tier 1 goal. Going to section it off, get some of their dunks in, leave the goal at 23.
Yeah, and this double invade is paying, unfortunately, a price right now. Smash does go down at 4.99, not having access to that scissor while that fight was happening. So Keyblades Unite really absolutely running away with this early game at the moment. Silent R is possibly getting, oh wow, I messed it up already. Silent Red is getting that Snorlax onto level 5, and Fate is looking for more. Wow, what a music auto. Honestly, gotta call that out. Landing all 3 secures on those bees. But Keyblades Unite takes control of the mid farm, and Keyblades Unite is not letting this lead go by any sort of quick.
Yeah, and Silent Red's gonna have to burn their eject. Wow, big stored power onto the Mew, gets the KO, but here comes Pirate King with the serve, gets a KO on the Espeon, but Desi sees it right in its sight, gets the KO in the return, and Silent Red is gonna take a little bit of a rest here into the bushes. They go. Desi's gonna have to use their X speed on out, but it doesn't matter. They get a KO streak of 2 to open up this fight. 720 birds are gonna be hitting the map. We have a Surf on the side of Slowbro, Surf on the side of Mew, and we have double Surfs here early on. Triple Surf, yeah, technically.
Sir. Triple Surf, yeah, it's a big wave right now that Keyblades Unite is trying to make on this game too. The Slowbro is poked down a little bit by that Mew and by that Snorlax, but reinforcements are here for Keyblades Unite, and this is going to be the opportunity for Decidueye to open up and continue to zone away the rest of No Title from this bottom. Reggie, no respect, and the rest of Keyblades Unite right there really just going in and getting these picks. Nice X's are there from the Crustle, and it's looking really dangerous here for no title.
Wow, what a Psychic Solaire into the Spirit Shackle there from Keyblades, but it's Greninja on the return with that Water Burst Shuriken, helps grab a couple KOs of their own, double KO to be exact. But unfortunately, it's Cowabummer for them because they are going to still go down because there are just too many of them. But here we go. No title still down here, maybe looking for a cheeky push, but they do see that there are still 3 members of Keyblades here in the Waiting Arms.
Yeah, and right now, no title has all of their eggs in this Greninja basket, already level 10, still keeping in pace with Keyblades Unite, even though the Keyblades Unite has had nothing but W's. Meanwhile, in the mid, it looks like a fight is breaking out. Lucario picking up 2 knockouts of their own, and really just keeping the tempo right now is Keyblades Unite. Espeon finding level 9, and fresh off a Psychic Solaire, really setting that up. Pirate King does find level 11, and it's going to be really crucial that Pirate King finds some sort of opening right now because the rest of their team is still struggling on XP.
Yeah, level 11 is definitely no joke. So they're going to try to find something. Top path is still have this Regieleki up on the map. Their goal's at 18. The other enemy goal is 4. It's 109 to 10 here at the halfway mark. A little bit of an advantage for Keyblades Unite, but it's no title that's looking to turn and burn, grip and rip this Regieleki off the map, and that's exactly what they do. No contest from Mari. And this is going to start maybe pushing in towards it. But huge Aura Cannon, and we have the Bliss Assist that goes on to Pirate King. Are they going to start opening up this fight? They are going to use those basic attacks. Oh, big engage from Lucario. Water Burst Shuriken right on top of him. Doesn't quite get the KO that they're looking for. It's 3 KOs on the bot side, though, on this counter push for Keyblades Unite. And they're going to be able to take this Regieleki now.
Wow, and Mari is still eating so good up on the top side, finding Pirate King, and they're going to be able to defend this tier 1 from this Regieleki while still winning massively on the bottom side, knocking out that tier 1 goal, collecting 3 knockouts, and a Regieleki to book. Keyblades Unite eating good right now.
Call them Applebee's because they are eating good in the neighborhood. And here we go. Another little bit of engage. Power Nap for Snorlax is going to give some shields, give a little bit of recovery for them as well. We got Surfs up in the top lane because it is Crustle that is going to be going down. Another huge beam from Mew. A Knock Knock Unite from Decidueye is opening up the fight, but it's 3 members down for Keyblade. It might be 4. It's a triple KO. Ooh, baby, a triple for Dr. Smash on that Scissor, who's doing just a ton of damage with that Bullet Punch combo.
Wow, and no title managing to do a lot of math right there. 47-point overcap for that top tier 1, but still, even with that massive overcap and getting a lot of XP on that Greninja, Keyblades Unite still holding about roughly a 60-point lead when it comes to the score, and still having that bottom tier 1 is going to be really crucial for that Decidueye. It's going to have a very, very hardy pocket to play out of when that Rayquaza spawns.
Absolutely, yeah. 2:56, so 1 minute until the final stretch here. But Smash finds this Espeon. They're going to be able to grab it. They're going to dip, dodge, dive, try to grab them. But unfortunately, it's a little bit too far away. They're going to have to back on up. Big Spirit Shackle. Ooh, Rock Tomb just misses the mark from being able to trap Snorlax in that arena. They're going to be able to get on back safely to this goal, give themselves some shields, and Snorlax is actually going to probably have to recall here. Uh-oh, we got the rest of Keyblades Unite that is just absolutely gooning on to Smash double KO for that Decidueye, and they're going to also get a big, large overcap of their own. About, I think like 28, if I'm doing my math correctly.
Yeah, pretty close. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, while that engagement was happening, no title snuck in 70 points, breaking that tier 1 on the bottom side. That's going to be really crucial for them. But Keyblades Unite, while breaking that tier 1 up in the top side, does allow them the lead. And considering the timer is going off, they are going to know that they are behind. So no title needs to get this Rayquaza off the map and hopefully secure it while they can, because Keyblades Unite going to be sitting very pretty at the moment.
Yeah, a little bit of a score lead, probably a level lead if you look across the board. I think they have slight advantage there as well, other than, Pirate King, who's level 14, but it looks like these levels are starting to go in and out. Both teams trying to figure out where the scrimmage lines are. Looks like Lucario's been trying to punch into some bushes to maybe get somebody out of position, but a little bit of a game of chicken here right now.
Yeah, both teams actually really playing well to the fog of war at the moment, but finally sides are being drawn right now and members are being spotted. No Title trying to play from this top side while Keyblades fights into the bottom. No Respect walks into the danger zone and catches a lot of damage. That snipe just barely finding the Mew in the moment. That's not going to stop Marigold from dropping in and landing an Aura Cannon on top of 4 members, but the Blizz Assistance collapsed them just a little bit too short. Water Shuriken does find multiple members there, but it's a bloodbath. It's panic on the dance floor at the moment. Both members down, but it looks like Keyblades Unite won that team fight, Kyle.
Yeah, 4 members down. Decidueye, all they have to do is maybe stop this Snorlax and maybe even grip and rip. There's no secure on the side unless maybe a heavy slam, sneaky, cheeky heavy slam is able to do it. They put Slowbro to sleep. Are they going to be able to get it? No, it's Decidueye with the Spirit Shackle for Keyblades Unite. They're going to make their way to these goals, and Fearon is going to be able to maybe get their big Crustal score. 10 seconds left, and that is it, Ribbon. Keyblades Unite, they will be going on to your grand finals here of this top 8 tournament. GG's by No Title, though. Unfortunately, doesn't quite go their way, but we're going to get a cheeky run back of round number 1 that we saw here on stream.
Yeah, game number 1, surprisingly, is our grand finals matchup at the moment. Keyblades Unite looking for, like I said, that salty run back. And Pirate King and the rest of No Title really just left everything on the Thea Sky Ruins right there, even bringing out the Greninja. Unfortunately, it was not enough. Shoutouts to No Title for landing that bronze medal here in the Articuno Unite League playoffs. What a great run for them.
Yeah, what a run for them, a new title running with, maybe a new member of their team, potentially. Dr. No Respect played really well there. Unfortunately, just came up a little bit short there in the end. Was No Title, but that's a huge run back. Taking 3rd place in this tournament is no short feat. So GG's all around, but I am super excited to see what we're going to be having here in the grand finals.
Yeah, and if V1 sticks to their plan like they did in the first game of the series and not letting Candle have this Decidueye, I feel like Keyblades Unite is definitely going to have to find another game plan because they've seen so much success when Candle gets on this Decidueye, but I feel like when they get onto other picks, it's a little bit more of a struggle, and really Keyblades Unite has to put all gas, no brakes on the dance floor to really bring themselves some victory. So a salty run back indeed Keyblades Unite is looking to make. We're probably going to go on a little bit of a break right quick.